All right, hey gang, Nate Bear here, lead technical tactician for Monument Traders Alliance and Trade of the Day. And in tonight's video update, I've got an update on the S&P 500, got an update on the NASDAQ. I want to see where we're at sort of structurally, and then I've got a setup that I am looking for that I found in S.A.M, our AI tool that I want to show you for entry this week. All right, so the first thing here is just the S&P 500, and what I want to point out is, really, if we look at this, right? This day right here, that was the day that the Fed came out and cut rates, okay? The next day right here is the day where the markets gapped higher, okay? That was September the 19th. I want you to look at where we were on September the 19th and where we are today, right? October the 7th, 2 weeks later, more than 2 weeks later, we've gone nowhere. In 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 trading days, we've gone essentially nowhere. It has been quite choppy. And so if you've sort of felt that in your accounts, if you've felt that in your portfolio, just sort of a hurry up and wait, much to do about nothing sort of a situation, we are right there with you. The market has done very little, very, very, very little. And it's fine. I think it's healthy. I think the market is just sort of adjusting to this new reality where interest rates are going down. And I think it's totally fine. I think this is marking time, and I think it will resolve higher. If we look at a 195-minute chart here on the SPY, we can see here that we've got a nice squeeze developing. So I'm looking at this signal as my guide as to whether we're going to go lower, we're going to close this gap, right? If the squeeze fires short, or we're going to go higher and make a new all-time high if this momentum shifts and the squeeze fires long. So that's what I'm going to base my sort of trading on over the next couple of weeks. If this squeeze fires short, I just want to sort of get out, get light, and say, yeah, you know what? I'm going to let this squeeze play out. I'm going to let probably this gap close, and we'll kind of take it from there. If we go higher, then, just keep doing what we're doing, which is find the strongest stocks with the best setups, get long, and stay strong. All right. I mean, there's nothing much more to it at this point than that. Now, the Qs are a little bit different in that they have not gotten back up to their previous heights. However, they also have a 195-minute signal here. And again, a gap to close below. Or are the Qs going to break up and go get new highs themselves? I don't know, right? I don't know. But if we look at some of these other names like Apple, kind of, it's kind of down to the 55. That kind of is leading lower. Microsoft, it's kind of under everything. That's kind of leading lower. Meta here is an exception. It's very strong up here at +3 ATR. Google, doesn't really look like it wants to do much. It's just kind of hanging out, going sideways, right? So it's not really terribly exciting right now in the NASDAQ. So we'll watch these two signals. We'll watch the 195-minute chart on the Qs and the 195-minute chart on the SPY to kind of get our direction into the end of the week and possibly into next week as well. Okay. So the setup that I want to show you, I just want to go over here to S.A.M. This is our AI scanning tool, if you don't know what this is. And I want to go, let me just hit refresh, make sure I've got the most current data. And let's go into the S&P 500. All right. And then I want to filter this by S up. And what this does is it counts the number of A+ squeezes, and it just brings basically the cream to the top. So TT here has 5, as you can see, A+ squeezes. All right, well, let's go check out that chart. Let's go see. Now, I've never traded TT before, but let's go see what the chart looks like. And that is not it. TT, not TTT. I mean, look at this. Look at this thing. Absolutely beautiful. Wow. Wow, that is a strong chart. So what we've got here is a very strong chart. We've got clearly this thing is trending higher, and we've got squeezes all over the place. If we zoom into this 195-minute chart, you can see here we've got everything we look for. We've got a pattern, we've got a trend, we've got a pattern, we've got a squeeze. This looks amazing. So what I'm going to do with TT is I'm going to look to probably run this up and into 400. That makes sense to me. Target 2s here is 398, but using the 195-minute chart, let's see where our VP levels are. So we've got a level probably down here at around 385, and another one coming in here at 387 or so. So on a pullback to 387, which is right in through here, right in the middle of this, around 387, that's where I want to get long. All right, and my target is going to be up here at around 400. And then I will stop on this trade on a break below the pattern. So below, we'll call it 383, right? So a close below 383, that's my stop. targeting 400 and trying to get in around 387. Now, as far as the options, let's go check those out. I've never traded TT, so I don't know actually how their options are, but let's check it out over here. All right, so we've got all these squeezes. So I think the October calls are probably fine. And I think probably the 390 calls are where I am going to position. I'm not going to do the $400 calls. A little bit, out of the money. That's kind of our target, and they're $3 and 20-cent mid. So I'm going to do the 390 calls here for October. Right? Again, trying to get in around 387 and then trying to work this trade up and into 400. Okay, so that's my plan. I hope it helps, and I will talk to you guys soon. Have a good one. Thanks.